where the world is going has created a high stress level for many people around the world. And it is definitely affecting a lot of relationships. Now, in the emails, more than 50 emails I've answered since I started taking emails at askzaxter.com, many of these relationship ends do need the same answer from me as far as how to get your ex back, how to, win them back. And for many of you guys, I know a lot of you guys are tuning into this video to look for some magical words or some magical thing, some instant gratification, some kind of instant way to, automatically win them back and make them see the special person that you are, and make them see the way that they loved you before and come back to you. However, in all the emails that I've received over the past couple of months that I've responded to, many of these emails are very similar in nature. Many of you guys have lost somebody who has either turned their back to you, has become annoyed or agitated and saw little value in who you are for whatever the reasons, and decided to look elsewhere. Some of them have, you have either had a gut feeling or you've caught them cheating, socializing with the opposite sex online, on phones, at work, whatever it might be. My answer to almost every one of the emails that I've had is that you need to let them go. There's a lot of truth to the old saying that if you really love somebody, you need to let them go, especially when this other person is either ghosting you, cheating on you, or has left you. I know it's hard. I know that the current world crisis situation may make you think that you need this person back. You need this person to move on. I feel you. I get it. Hard. Rejection is tough as well, especially by somebody that you was sure really loved you. Somebody that maybe told you they love you 20 times a day for months or years. And now they're quiet, or they're not saying it anymore. And it's tough. It's a tough kick in the groin to who you are, to your ego, to your self-esteem, to have somebody that you sure they love you, and now they just can't say it. Or now they give you a talk and give you that old BS talk about how it's them, it's not you. Oh, it's me, it's not you, I promise, I just need time to find myself, that kind of thing. A lot of us hear that, kind of talk or something very similar in nature when somebody decides to have that talk about a breakup, or they try to say, we need time, I need time to find myself, I think we should see other people, these kind of talks. And they freaking hurt, because it's all really the same thing. Really what it is them saying to you that they don't find you good enough for them anymore. Now, the worst possible thing that you can do is try to come back to them in any way, shape, or form. Writing them a long handwritten letter isn't going to work here. Writing them long emails or sending them walls of text trying to remind them of all the great times that you had in the past is only going to push that person further away. You're basically, when you do that, when you're trying to plead and beg and tell them, remind them of all the good times that you had, or trying to tell them how much they've hurt you, whatever it is you're trying to do, you're basically just reassuring their value and your low value to them. They've already made a decision. They've probably been thinking about this for a long time before the breakup. They've probably come to the conclusion that they deserve more than you. They don't see you as a good enough value to make them happy any longer. And it may be right or it may be wrong. It doesn't matter. It's what they've decided. So you might make more money than them. You might feel 100% sure that you're more attractive than they are. You might feel that you're a better person than they are. You might feel you have a better heart than they do. You might feel you're a better kisser, or that you're more intimate than they are. Doesn't really matter. They've made this decision themselves to leave you because they see you as a lower value person than they think they deserve, than they think they can get. So it may not even be that they see themselves as a high value person. Maybe they're getting talked to, or maybe they're getting messages from somebody else on the outside that you don't even know about, telling them what an amazing person they are, or making them feel like they can do better than you. And you're the one stuck feeling hurt now. They're feeling relief, especially if you're leaving them alone. Now that's exactly what you want them to feel. You want them to feel that relief. You want to give them their breakup. And I know times are hard. I know we live in a harsh world right now with the COVID shutdown and everything going on in the world right now. But now is a great time to work on yourself. To learn some of those things that you've always wanted to learn. Maybe you've always wanted to write a book, learn to play the guitar, play the piano. Maybe you've wanted to learn how to sew or how to knit. Maybe you've always wanted to fly in a hot air balloon. Maybe you've always wanted to take that hike up in the mountains, that you adore. Maybe you've always wanted to learn how to swim. There's all kinds of things that are out there that I think everybody has these things that they want to do, these interests or these fantasies that they can make happen. And now's a great time to do that. To pull yourself out of this hole of despair that you're in, that your ex left you in, and give them the breakup. The worst thing you can do is beg, plead, cry, and try to get them back. Because what you're doing by doing that is you're only elevating in their mind their value, and you're also telling them, man, I'm low value. I'm trash because I need you. I need you back. A strong person would never need them back. A strong person would be able to turn their back, say, hey, I wish you all the best, and go on about their life. Almost as if them breaking up with you was just an annoying little fly. And that's how you want them to see the breakup. You want them to eventually feel the same low value that you feel now. You want to turn the table on them. Not, make them feel stronger in their high value or them deserving high value and that you're too low value for them. And that's all you're doing by begging, pleading, crying, and, trying to manipulate them to come back to you. Give them the breakup they want. Move on with your life. Hold your chin and your chest high and go do those things that you need to do. Maybe it's exercising. Maybe it's, mowing your lawn and taking care of that garden that you've always wanted to take care of. Maybe it's cleaning your house and dusting. Maybe it's, going and getting a new haircut. Whatever it is that you have always been wanting to do, that you need to do. Maybe it's something you need to do. Then go do that. You want to find a better job, a better career. Time to start putting in applications and resumes and get something better for yourself. What you're looking to do here, people, is not only have fun and realize that there's a life out there besides your ex, because there is, but also you're looking to improve yourself, improve not only how you feel about yourself, but improve your own self-worth, especially in the eyes of somebody you might meet in the future, or in the eyes of your ex. Keep in mind, people, that many of you guys right now are thinking that your ex is the only person that you'll ever love. They are the person that you love the most, and you can't live without them. But I can assure you, in many cases, in many situations, even though you feel this way now, after you have time to refocus on you and start doing you, you'll quickly see the feelings that you had for this person are feelings based on not even who they are. You can't dwell on the past and all the past feelings and what might have been or what was way back when with this person. What you need to focus on when you think about the relationship and this person is how it ended. Think about the fights that you might have had leading up to the breakup. Think about how they acted and how they treated you in the days and weeks before the breakup. Did they ignore you? Did they seem to squabble and start little fights over nothing? Did they have conversations with you where, they really didn't seem like they was really there? They seemed like they was really distant. They just gave you generic answers like they really didn't care. If you ever felt like that in the days and weeks before the breakup, then focus on that part of them and realize that leaving now is probably a big advantage or a big plus because you were able to walk away from someone that really didn't love you before you invested more and more into them, or time, or of your resources, whatever it might be that you were putting into this relationship. Now it's over. You saw the truth of who they were. You saw the truth of what they saw in you, and you know you can do better. Now, doing better might be in the future with them. It very well may be, and I'm not going to say that they'll never come back. And in the future, you might see something in them that you might, both of you might have learned something and be better forms of yourself and get into a new relationship where you can work, these current problems that cause your breakup never come back again. But keep in mind that if they do come back in the future because they see what they left behind, which is a very high possibility, especially if you give them radio silence, they might start realizing that they lost something good, that they lost you who you are. But if they do come back, it's going to take change on both your side and their side. Wise quote out there that was said by a very wise man, maybe you know who it was, that said to keep doing the same things over and over and expecting a different result is madness, insanity. So if you were to get right back with your ex right now, if they came back today and wanted you back, and neither one of you have changed things about yourself or your outlooks or your mindsets towards each other, it's very likely going to go back the same way that caused it to end the first time. It may take a week or two or a month, and it may feel really good to have them back for that short time, but you're really just BSing yourself because it's bound to go the same way again. Either you or they will not be happy, and it's bound to end again. So why waste your time going in circles with an ex like that? Instead, put that time into yourself. Put that time into reassessing your own value and other things that you find important. Your family, your friends, your hobbies, your interests, your health, your job, your career, your school. Many other things you need to focus on other than waiting for your ex. And it's very important that you do this. Now there is another situation that I've got a few emails about, and that is from people who typically are either living together or are married who have found the current COVID crisis to be a real strain on the relationship because they're spending too much time together. And where they once thought that they was a super compatible couple that, meshed really well, now that they're having way too much time together, they're starting to see that they annoy the hell out of each other. And that has caused a breakup as well. That's caused the relationship to separate and for them to pull apart. So two big ways the current COVID crisis has affected relationships, and it definitely is affecting relationships all over the world. It's affecting relationships where people can't spend enough time together, and they're forced into long-distance relationships because of the situation, or they're getting to spend less and less time on voice or on the phone or whatever because of the current situation, or they're being pushed together into a small house together, and it's affecting them in that regard where they're getting sick of each other. So it's a very stressful, not only that, but you also have the stresses of the COVID crisis. People are worried about their own health. People are worried about what happens if they get it. People are worried about their families that may have gotten sick. People are worried about, their jobs, the strain this current situation is having on their health and their own jobs and their own relationships and and their family, not being able to see their family more, not being able to go see their cousins, their sisters, mom and dad, their whoever, more often because of the current situation and the risk at getting infected. The current situation we have has definitely put a huge strain on relationships all over the world. There's no denying that. But it's also a great time while you are stuck indoors, while you are stuck at home, to work on some of these hobbies and interests and exercise and different things that I've mentioned. Maybe you've always wanted to watch a big TV show that you've never got to watch. Great time to do that. Sink yourself into Breaking Bad. Sink yourself into The Walking Dead. Sink yourself into Dexter or one of those many other TV shows that, maybe 8-10 seasons long and you've never got to watch them. Great opportunity to do that as well. But at the same time you're doing that, make sure you also focus on eating right, focus on your health, and basically being a better you. The point in sinking yourself into games and TV shows and things like that is really just to try to help you get your mind off of the self-pity and despair you might feel from the breakup. Now, I do want to go ahead and let you know that in every email that I've responded to over the past couple of months, more than, I believe, 60 emails, I've given pretty much the same answer to everybody except people that were married and had kids. But even then, I told people to distance themselves and break up emotionally with their partner that broke up with them. So you need to go into a no contact, radio silence, disconnect from that person. That means not reaching out to them in any way, shape, form. It means not saying happy birthday on their on their birthday party or anything like that. Not contacting them in any way. If they broke up with you, if they started the fights that caused the breakup, if they were the person cheating on you, if they were the person that caused the breakup, and if that's the case, then you need to be the person that goes into radio silence, no contact, for as long as it takes. Don't believe this 30-day stuff you see all over YouTube or 45-day stuff. This is not a waiting period for you to wait X amount of days and then jump back and say, oh my God, I miss you, baby. No. You need to wait until that person is ready, if ever, for them to contact you before you even think about giving them a chance. And the chances are very high, since they did find you as a low-value person to break up with. When they did, over time, you will start getting a clearer picture of who they are and, how they left somebody of high value like yourself behind. And you'll discover that you can do much, much better and probably be much happier with somebody else. So you need to give yourself time. You need to work on yourself. You need to do those things that you either want to do or know you need to do to better your own life, make yourself happier without that person. Also remember, people, I think a big problem with people and their outlook on these relationships today, because of the songs and the music industry and the movies and the TV shows out there, is way too many people feel like they meet somebody special and that person completes them. That is a very horrible way to look at a relationship. You should never look at a person that you meet or that you think you're in love with as completing you, as filling a void from within you. If you feel a big void in yourself and you're out there looking for somebody to complete that and fill that emptiness inside you, that's not love. You need to fill that void and feel complete and happy with yourself and love yourself completely before you can truly love anybody else. Nobody should ever complete you. You should never meet somebody and feel like you two are, quote, one. You need to feel, quote, one all by yourself. You should not feel an empty big void and you're looking for somebody to come in and fill that up so you could be happy. You need to take as long as it takes to fill that void yourself. Build your self-esteem up. Love yourself. Fill in that void yourself. That's the only person that can fill that void. And if you're looking for somebody else to do about it, to do that, to fill your void within you, then you're looking at other people in the wrong way, and you're making it impossible for not only you to love them, but for them to truly love you. Remember, you need to feel complete, love yourself wholly, be happy before you get into a relationship. And when you meet that other person, Together, you two should enjoy life, laugh, be able to do things together, and really enjoy each other's company. And you should be a couple, two, not one. You should both be a great accessory to each other. You two should be a great couple, not one person. So you're not filling a void within them. You know, you're not completing them. You're not saving them from something. You're not saving them for their alcohol problem or for their loneliness or whatever it might be. No, they are happy all by themselves. You are happy all by yourself. And if things ended, yeah, it would suck, but you would both be comfortable and happy walking away from each other and going in different directions if things don't work out. When you're really super, super, super devastated and you feel like you can't move on with someone else, then it's probably time to look inward and realize you have voids within yourself that you, yes, you, need to fill first before you can have a healthy relationship. But without all that in mind, people, I want you guys, almost every situation, the right answer is, if they've broken up with you, to give them the breakup. Respect them enough to let them walk away. Go your own way, stand tall, do what you need to do. And if they are the right person for you, they will come back. And they will be sorry. And they will earn your heart back and be willing to prove it with more than just "I missed you" or "I love you." They need to prove that with time. I want to go ahead and thank you guys for watching this new video here on my Real World Love channel. This has been Zaxter99, and if you guys have any questions about your relationships or your breakup, be sure you email me at askzaxter@yahoo.com. I may not make a video on your question, but I will respond to every email I get at that email address. Completely free. I give you answers and feedback from my heart and on my real life experience and the coaching that I'm going through right now, the training I'm going through. So I do want to thank you guys so much for listening to this video, for watching this video. Please comment down below. Be sure you like my video. And if you're not already subscribed to my Real World Love channel and my Zaxter99 channel, be sure you go ahead and subscribe to both those channels as well. I want to thank you so much for watching. Go out and do the right thing. Stay safe. Yourself. Take care, everybody.